Hey guys! So, as promised, this is my Inktober update. This is the update number 1, which means I have 7 things to show you. That means that I must have slipped somewhere, because it's the 9th today and I generally draw at night or like in the evening. So that means that if I'm on day number 7 and today I'm still about to draw something, I'm 1 day behind, which is not all that bad. I think that this year, if I'm behind on any days, I will still try to catch up with them in November. But in my experience, it's really hard for me with the workload I already have to do 2 pictures in a day. The way I work on these is that I have to draw the sketch first and then I kind of wait it out a bit and then look at it again. That kind of lets my eyes refresh and see some mistakes that I might have made. You know, generally, like if I'm drawing something, you know, like a frontal view, I'm not very good at keeping it symmetrical, so it's good to kind of look at things 2 hours later, because then my eyes forgot the drawing and are able to judge better if it's actually good and I can start inking. So that's how I do it, and that's why it kind of takes a lot more time than to just kind of like doodle, you know, 3 things in a row and then take 3 days off. That it really doesn't work like that for me. So this year, this is my sketchbook. It's quite tiny, it's square, but I like how it looks on Instagram. In the past, whenever I was drawing like a full figure, it's a bit tricky uploading it there and making it look good. I know that you can now finally upload Instagram pictures that are like portrait style. However, then it doesn't look good on your grid feed when someone looks at your profile picture, so I like to stick to squares. Anyway, so to show you my first 7 drawings, I'm gonna give you a bit of a explanation to them too, because they are fan art drawings. Therefore, if you are a fan of exactly the same stuff as I am, you don't need any descriptions and explanations, but that's not likely, so yeah. So, day 1. This is Stephanie. Stephanie is a character from Steven Universe. She is a fusion of Steven and his female friend Connie. So she's basically this androgynous character. Yeah, I think she's fascinating. I really wanted to do a fan art of Steven Universe, and just Stephanie felt like she will be the most fun to draw. Day 2. So, if you are not super new to YouTube, you know that this is Bunny. Bunny from her channel Graveyard Girl. Burp, burp, burp. When I drew this, I posted it all over my social media and I tagged Bunny in it, and what really made me super happy was that she then retweeted it on her Twitter feed and she liked it on Instagram, and like that means a lot to me. It's not just about getting more, you know, more people to see my stuff. Like that's a nice side effect of that. But I just really appreciate when you draw a fan art of someone and they simply let you know that they saw it and they like it. I mean, that's like that's the reason why you create these, right? So yeah. Day 3. Jean-Luc Picard, my favorite Star Trek ship captain, with his fancy tea, Earl Grey hot. I was quite happy with how this turned out, because I guess that I've never ever tried to draw anyone of like these facial features, and by these facial features I mean almost no hair and kind of a mature face. And yeah, I was really happy with how it turned out, because you can see that I feel like he still looks like himself, and that's basically the point of me drawing it. Also, you can see that this is the one where I used glittery pen for the background. I don't know, it just felt all Star Trek-y. Day 4, one of my favorite musicians this year, it's Shura. Shura has been publishing singles for quite a long time before she actually published a whole album, which happened this year, and I really recommend you listen to it. Like, you know, it's on Spotify, so if you have Spotify, And even if you have free Spotify, you know, you can just listen to that album for free. It's her first album, so I'm pretty sure it would mean a lot to her if you listen to it. She's amazing. Day 5. Literally everyone told me to go watch Stranger Things, so we finally did it. It took us ages because Simon especially does not like to binge on TV shows, so it took us about 2 weeks to get through it. I super love all the kids in Stranger Things, and my favorite is Dustin. So day 5 was Dustin. Hey Dustin. Because out of all the kids, he just seems to have the most common sense, and like he has an interesting level of emotional intelligence, I feel. Like he has a good insight into how his friends work, and I like that. You know, that's a useful sort of friend to have in your friend group. Okay, day 6. This is probably my, like, art-wise, my favorite one of last week. And it's a character from the game Witcher 3. It's Ceres. She is in my gameplay, she is now the queen of Skellige Island, and she's super badass, and I still secretly wish I could cosplay as her. Maybe one day. And so I kind of used to have the same hair color as she does, but not anymore. Okay, and yesterday I just hit a wall of some sort, and I really just like wasn't inspired very much. And Simon kept giving me ideas, and I felt like, no, that doesn't fit into the concept, and it's gonna look really out of place, and you know, it won't fit into the square format. And I was getting kind of frustrated, and then I thought, Jesus, it's just day 7. Like this takes 31 days. You have to get out of this. So in the end, I forced myself to draw Game Grumps and their amazing burger friend / enemy, Bergie! Yeah. I'm happy with how Danny came out. Erin. I do plan to draw more Game Grumps fan art, but I do have this concept in my head, and I know that each one of the pictures is gonna take at least 2 days. Therefore, I'm gonna wait for after Inktober, and then I'm gonna work on it. That's the plan. So yeah, those were my first 7 days, and next weekend I'm hopefully gonna have another 7 artworks. Hopefully it's not gonna be less. That would be awkward. By the way, the sketchbook is something that I just picked up in one of the art stores here. The paper quality is really good. It's, you know, it feels quite cardy. It is most definitely not a marker pad, and I do use markers. To show you, I basically walk around with this little baggie. It fits the sketchbook, which is great. Okay, it's not as little. It's I got this in Primark, and it's clearly like a cosmetics bag, but I think that it's genius that it fits kind of like a medium-sized sketchbook, and I'm pretty sure that it would fit like a whole A5 size one. Like this is a square, but if it was a bit longer, it would still fit without a problem. And it fits a lot of markers and pens and everything. Then I use this little contraption for all those nice geometric circles I have in my artwork. For the sketches, I have a mechanical pencil and this thing. I've been using these for so long now. It's just, I just got so used to not having to have a normal eraser. I do own one of those too, because I traveled and I forgot my normal eraser and I had to buy this one. But yeah, this thing is the best. This particular one is just a Muppet one, which is actually the same brand, so I'm pretty sure the quality is the same. Once again, if you want to follow my creations kind of as the things happen, follow me on my Instagram. That's where I put most of my stuff, and also my Twitter. But don't forget to tell me where you put your stuff. I keep seeing all of these amazing artists on Instagram, but you know, please point me towards your creations because I'm so curious. Plus, it's really inspiring to see other people work on the same project. You know, when you see other people not hitting the wall every weekend and not being lazy, then, you know, you're a lot more likely to actually kick your own butt and get into drawing. Okay, so I'm gonna see you next week for the next update on my Inktober efforts, and until then,